guys, it's Bunny. Welcome to my channel, and today we are gonna discuss some relationship advice. I asked you on Instagram to ask me some questions about relationships and life, and I got a bunch of answers or a bunch of questions. So without further ado, let's go and check these ones. Owen asked, how can I boost my confidence talking to women after a hardcore breakup? Man, it's really hard, especially if the person that broke up with you is the other person and not you. And if you don't know the exact reason of the breakup, or if she literally was mean to you and told you that you are the reason and she specified why, then it can make you feel really bad. However, you need to know that every person is individual, and if your ex-girlfriend didn't like something about you, it doesn't mean that your future or present girlfriend will not like that. Maybe she will appreciate that more than anyone else. It's really not easy to boost your confidence after something like that. You really need to work hard and realize what you want in life and appreciate yourself first. Start from yourself in order for others to appreciate things about you. Like, you have to be happy with who you are in order for other people to be happy with who you are as well. Don't get me wrong right now, but faking it can be really good. I mean, I'm not telling you to lie to someone or lie to yourself, but at least try your best to fake a couple of confidence boosters here and there in the conversation that you are having. Boost yourself, even if you don't believe in it. Just try to tell the other person or tell it out loud how great you are. Even if you don't believe in it, in time you will start believing in it. Andy said, do I tell my friend I like her even if she's already in a relationship? I mean, it depends. Is that friend in a really happy relationship at the moment, or is she having trouble with the person that she's with? But in my opinion, it's not the best time to tell her that. Maybe you should leave that to be and leave her in her own happy place and be happy for her if she's happy. But if she leave that person and she's single, then seize the opportunity and immediately tell her as soon as possible, because she will feel really sad and she will need someone to be there for her, and you're gonna be that person, you know? You're gonna be the knight. Matthew said, how do you manage to stay so charismatic in such an effed up world? How? Am I? Like, seriously, I'm charismatic. What does that mean? Like, whee! Yo, I had to put this here to boost myself up a bit, even though these questions are not about me, they are about you guys. Thank you, Matthew, for thinking so, but I try my best. I'm not always the same. Some days I feel really bad and some days I feel better, but the days that I feel really bad, I just embrace them. I just acknowledge them. I know they are bad days and they are gonna pass. I don't try my best to be good at those days, and that is something that people don't understand. You can feel sad or depressed at times and just take care of yourself those days, and I will be discussing this further. There is some questions that I want to go in details on, but yeah, let's continue now. Sub said, how do you deal with long distance relationships? They are the hardest thing. I am personally in a long distance relationship, and it's been 1 year since I've been in a long distance relationship, and I think it will be half a year more before I will be able to move in the same country and the city where my boyfriend lives. And it's really, really hard because you already have all these problems that any relationship faces, but even worse because you are constantly missing a person and there is constantly sadness around you, and it's hard work. You always have to save money to go travel and see that person. You always plan seeing that person. I mean, there is like pros and cons when it comes to that, because you treat each other way better because you are missing each other the whole time, and when you see each other, it's like the best feeling ever. Like, it's holiday every time you see each other, and then you seize the opportunity there and you take advantage of the time to hang out together. But mostly me personally, I just seize the opportunity to be in a hug for 24 hours a day. Like, that's the best thing ever. In order for a long distance relationship to work, you have to constantly be in touch. It doesn't mean that you have to talk every single day, but wishing each other a good morning or good evening every single day helps. And messaging each other, sharing your day, even the slightest things that you think are not important, they can be important in long distance relationships. Like saying what you ate that day, how was your job, what you bought, maybe if you went shopping, take a picture of what you bought and share these things. Like, honestly, it is very, very helpful to do these things, because then I feel like I'm a part of his life, or you can feel a part of her life, and it makes you feel more special. I can talk really long about long distance relationship because I am going through it and I have so many things to share, but we need to move on and we need to answer more questions. So if you want, I can talk in more details about these things. Leave a comment down below and ask me more questions about long distance relationships, and I might answer them in a special video, like other video than this one. Sara said, why do people end up taking advantage of someone who is generally a nice person to everyone? Exactly. If you are nice to everyone, then some people, not everyone, but the majority of people, to be honest, will take advantage of you, because people suck. Like, the majority of people suck. What I learned to do is be nice to everyone, but expect the worst at the same time. Like, be nice, but be careful. If you are nice, it doesn't mean that they can take advantage of you just because you are nice. But if you are nice and giving them money here and there all the time, or every time you order something, you are the one paying for it, then that honestly is not being nice. That's more like being a fool. Don't let people take advantage of you, and you can still be nice without letting people do that. Also, it's very important to choose the people you are nice to. If there's someone who is taking advantage of you and you can see that clearly, then just leave. Don't let that person do it ever again. Giving second chances, third chances to people is alright. I mean, forgiveness is amazing, but at the same time, you don't ever go back to the same person you were with that person. You always have to be careful, especially if they took advantage of you once already. Austin said, when talking to a girl, what are the right things to say and how do you keep her interested? Love ya. Love you too, Austin. I literally took notes for this because it's very important for me. I get this question a lot of times, guys, from you whenever I am streaming as well, and whenever I'm doing videos like this, and I feel like I'm always missing things, so this time I came prepared. So if you want to text a girl and you want to keep her interested, there are a couple of points that you have to pay attention to. First of all, please do not overdo it. Don't overdo the texting. Don't send letters instead of short text to a person. Don't ask 5 questions in a row. Just be simple, ask one, expect one answer. And you don't want her to have to sit down to type every time she types to you. The second thing, and that is very important, you have to tease the girl. You have to have a role play with the girl, tease her a bit. Just in these text manners where you can say something like, "Ah, you're a closet dork," except without the closet part. I mean, this is not something I made up. I found it on the internet. Man, this is cheesy as hell. At least I admit it. Third thing that is very important is to guess her answer. Don't overdo this as well. Like everything that I'm telling you, don't just do it over and over again. Do it from time to time just to not bore her. So if you're gonna expect her answer, you just ask her something like, what kind of movies do you like to watch? Oh, let me guess, you like romantic movie with a happy ending about a person that met through texting, let's say Tinder, Facebook, I don't know, the way you met, for example, and then you're like, ha ha ha. You know, like she will say, ha ha ha, you got me there, wow, you think you're the smartest, and things like that. These are the kind of messages you want to talk with the person, like in a friendly kind of manner, nothing too much. Don't tell her, oh, you're the star, you're the only star in the world that I can see, you're the shiniest of them all. Yup, that does not work. And I already mentioned role playing, but it's very important to give a character to the person you're like you have to make her feel individual and special for you, because girls like to feel special. And if you are telling her, like, for example, she reminds you of Peach from Mario, and she's will be like, why? And you're like, you're just adorable and dorky, and you are like a princess, you're so sweet. Role playing is very important, as I already mentioned. You can like tease her a bit with role playing and say like, oh my god, you're stalking me, how did you know this, or something. Or if she told you that she likes to travel a lot, you can call her butterfly because she likes to spread her wings and travel a lot. And you always have to explain why, as if you have put a lot of work into thinking and you gave her something specific. You don't do that with every girl. It's not that easy. Like, she's special. Now, Austin, if we're talking about a date, going out with a person, and how to keep the person interested while you are on a date and not via texting, so in real life, there are a couple of things there as well. But the most important thing, in my opinion, and the advice that I can give you, all guys out there, if you are going on a first date with a girl, don't go to dinner. Don't go to a place where you have to sit and look straight the whole time, look at her and talk with her. Believe me, you can do that on a second or a third date, but the first date needs to be really fun and really entertaining. It doesn't need to be a really long date. It doesn't be super special. Go bowling, go watch a movie together. Leave the dinner for the second or the third date. You don't want to give her all the info about yourself the first date. You just want to have fun the first time. She really needs to feel comfortable with you. She needs to have real fun, see how exciting it is to hang out with you and just share a laugh here and there and do something productive. Girls will say yes more if you invite them to watch a movie than if you just invite them to coffee or dinner. Also, on a date, don't tell her your whole story. Don't come there and tell her everything about yourself. You need to keep that a bit mysterious. She needs to be the one who will ask you questions about yourself, and then you share a couple of things here and there. But you need to be mysterious as long as possible. She needs to find the answers somehow. And one thing, whenever I went out on a date and the guy was really mean to everyone except me, it did not help. I remember one time I went on a date with this guy and he was mean to everyone, to the waiter, to the person holding the door, to every person, even this person that was asking for money, the beggar, and he didn't give any money or he didn't even care, and he was like, you know, but he was so nice to me, he was so sweet to me, but that did not help, guys, at all. That was such a turn off. So it's very important to be nice to everyone around you. Imagine if I was a girl going on a date and this guy helps an old lady, or he opens the door for someone else, gives money to the beggar and asks questions around with other people, smiles, talks. Or if he meets someone he knows, he like hugs them, he's so nice, he's so sweet, he introduces me as well. That's just perfect. That's what you need to pay attention to. Be really nice to everyone around you, not only the person you are out with. That was a really long answer. I hope I did not bore you guys already. What would you define as cheating? Kevin asked. Cheating for me is anything that has been done to you that you don't expect. Something that gets you off. If your other half betrays you or betrays your trust with another person, that is cheating. If you feel that what you are expecting from him or her is not fulfilled at all, then that is cheating. So basically, it's individual, it's different for everyone, and enough said. Joey asked, when life is tough, what keeps you going through these tough times? Stay awesome you too, Joey. Just keep going forward. Time will heal your wounds, or at least it's gonna make it easier. First thing you have to do is, if you wake up and you are not feeling good, is acknowledge that you don't feel good. You have to tell yourself, okay, today is not my day. Then you have to sit down and think about the issue. You have to give time to that. You have to understand what made you feel a certain way and what is the problem. Then you have to see if the problem is big or small. Is it like a catastrophe that happened, like a catastrophic problem, or is it just an inconvenience that you are facing that time? Then something that helps me a lot is talking about this problem with your friends, your family, your boyfriend, girlfriend, and just share what you feel, how this thing makes you feel. Even if they don't have anything to say, just them being there listening to you can help. So after talking to a person, you can actually sit down and take care of yourself, do something that makes you happy that day, or at least just relax and take it easy. If that is a problem that you cannot do anything about, then you really need to just take it easy on yourself. But if there is something that you can fix, then you have, after that, after you gain some strength, start with the easiest and start working on fixing the issue, because that's the best. That's what's gonna make you feel better, is starting to do something about it. Action. And during that day, don't expect a lot of yourself. Maybe on other days you can do so much more when you have the energy for it, but for today, just the slightest thing that you did is good. Easy said, why do girls let go of those like us that are faithful? No, that's not true. Only girls that want some badass guys out there to treat them like crap will do that. A lot of girls at the start, like when they are young, I mean when they start dating, they feel like that, but once they are grown-ups and they know what they want, they appreciate the faithfulness. I still did not pronounce it right. Faithfulness. Yeah. Mess asked, what is the key steps to a healthy relationship and how do you go about maintaining it? Respect, tolerance, working hard, admitting that you are just a person and falling in love with a person that is not perfect, and telling that person, letting her know that you actually do understand that she's not perfect and you don't expect that person to be perfect. You love the person for who they are, the way they are. Maintaining a relationship is hard. It depends on what are the weak points you have. You maybe need to spend more time together or less time together. You maybe need to change some patterns, some routines to make it more fun. You always need to work on a relationship, unfortunately. Kagrel said, they say opposites attract. Do you think that is true? Nope. I don't think so. It depends how much opposite, because you really need to share the same values or similar values, similar preference when it comes to things in life that you do, that you love, in hobbies, or movie preference, music preference, gaming preferences. Like, these things are very important because you are gonna share your life with that person, and it's very important to do things that you love and to have someone besides you that likes that about you and would love to share that time with you. That person needs to be your friend as well. It's someone you want to hang out with. Would you hang out with a friend that doesn't share the same preferences? No, we actually do choose our friends who have the same preferences in some things that we do, who have the same value. Like, we want to go watch a movie, we will watch a movie with the person that likes to watch that movie with. We're not gonna make a person watch that movie with us because, I don't know, there are our boyfriends or girlfriends. It is of course normal to have a person that doesn't share everything you do, and it's better, you know, but some things need to be there, similar. So opposites don't attract, but also, like, if you are too similar, it is boring. So a medium is the best. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I have a bunch more questions that I would like to answer, so if you want part 2, let me know in the comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, slap that like, subscribe for more, and check out this playlist. Thank you for watching. I have another channel called Bunny Girl for reaction videos, so if you enjoy watching things like that, you can check it there. And I stream daily on Twitch, and that's my job actually, so check that in the description, and you support me if you want to. I mean, you can if you want to. Stay awesome. I love your faces. See you. Bye.